What is up, guys? How are you? Welcome to blog number 3. I'm going to be talking about the personality of your brand. What is the personality of your brand? The fact is that unless you're Coke, who has an established personality and a personal brand, then you are constantly having to work on your brand. So I have a few notes about figuring out what the personality of your brand needs to be on social media, online, on your website. There are 5 options. Okay. The fact is that there are comedians out there, there are experts, there are news sources, there are salesmen, there are motivators. Those are the 5 personality types that I'm going to explore with you really, really fast. So I'm going to dive in. Number 1, the expert. This is the person who is creating the primary source content, the content that other people are finding and sharing as this person knows what they're talking about. We all need to be tracking with this person. This is Be the Expert. This is Answering the Public, which is a great website to go to figure out what questions actually need to be answered. Number 2, we're going to talk about the comedian. This is not me. This is not a lot of people, but the fact is that there are entire brands built on being the comedian. These are people like Rhett and Link, people like Barstool Sports. They have figured out how to resonate with their audience in a funny way. Because the fact is that funny videos get shared. This is the viral content. It appeals to the masses because a lot of people will find that thing funny, but it may not be the right type of personality for you, for your business. So number 3 is the resource for news articles, for news sources, not necessarily political news or world news, local news, whatever. That's not what this is. This is finding all of the articles that other people have written and curating them to align with what your audience needs. So not everyone needs to do this all the time, but it's not a bad thing to sprinkle in. It goes pretty well with the expert, but it's for those people who may not actually be the expert, and that's okay. Number 4 is the motivator. These are the people who you see on Instagram with the quotes that inspire you to get up, get stuff done, take life by the horns or the reins or whatever the saying is, and let's start going. Or it could be you are, as talking to your audience, you are an amazing person. You got this. We're there with you. Lots of empathy, lots of encouragement. This is actually the second most shared type of content in the world right now. People love motivation. They love being inspired. So that's a great way for you to go to play around with it. Number 5, this is not for everyone. I will say that up front. But number 5 is the salesman. This is when you know who your brand is, and a lot of times the salesman actually gets paired with one of the other 4. But these are the people who are constantly running deals. They are engaging with their audience with new products, new specials, new services, new support. It's a really, really good thing. I will say, let's take Apple, for example. They pair the salesman because really you hear from them when they've got new products, but they're also the experts. They are the market leaders. They are the people who are creating the primary sources, the things that everyone can pick up and share, right? So you got to play around with those 5. The best thing for you to do is to actually test all of these different personalities as your brand, whether that is simply with posting different phrasing that you can use on captions or in ads or with comments. But the point is, you do need to be exploring what is your personality. Figure it out. Find the thing that resonates with your audience the best and stick to it. Because ultimately, that's what people are looking at. They are looking at your personality. There is no longer just a brand that exists in name. There is 9 times out of 10 a personality that goes along with it. This is the Tim Cook or the Johnny Ive with Apple. And so, play around, test it out. We would love to help you with that. If this sounds interesting to you, if you're struggling with figuring out what phrasing, what captions do you need to be using, what does your audience need for you, We actually have a method of finding that out. We run tests for 6 weeks to figure out the problem that is resonating with somebody, the solution that you provide, and the phrasing of that, and the next step. We can put all of that together so that you can have captions and comments, posts, ads, website pages, whatever it is, like even print collateral and materials. We figure that out for you. We give you the tools that you need, and you've got everything that you need to have your brand personality online. Thank you so much for listening to blog number 3 from the Haven Agency. I am Spencer Johnson. Hope you have a great day.